Right now we're just racing through town following this group of volunteer paramedics on that motorbike.
Ya no aguanto con este brazo yo, güey.
Si te lo quito te vas a desangrar. El muchacho tiene una hemorragia y pues es considerablemente mortal. Aquí, deténgame.
This area is very heavily populated by cartel members. And right now this guy is losing a lot of blood, so it's a bit of a race against time.
Esto es riesgoso para nosotros porque la ambulancia ya tardó mucho y nosotros nos estamos exponiendo aquí.
Violence erupts almost every night here in Sinaloa, Mexico, the heartland of one of the most powerful criminal gangs in the world, the Sinaloa Cartel. Once led by the notorious drug lord El Chapo, this cartel is responsible for selling huge quantities of drugs to US consumers.
The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
President Donald Trump is pressuring Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum to crack down on the cartels, threatening tariffs and even military strikes. In response, hundreds of soldiers have already been added to the troops here in Sinaloa. We've come here to understand what that looks like. From hidden drug labs and defiant cartel members
Está fea la situación.
to grieving families and soldiers on the front line. We're with the Mexican military right now, flying over the state of Sinaloa, over this massive expanse of rural land, looking for any signs of cartel activity. This is more cannabis than I've ever seen in my life. The scale of drugs here is just enormous. I mean, this is a whole field of marijuana here. These guys are going to be camped up here for the next few days, just trying to destroy field upon field of cannabis, of poppies. So is this area safe?
Yes, secured area. We need to make aerial reconnaissance and then vehicle and then on foot. And here is the poppy field.
Oh, wow.
So they slice the poppy to get the opium, and they start the process to get heroin.
So how much heroin does a field like this produce?
2 kilos.
2 kilos. The soldiers burn the poppies and marijuana. But it's synthetic drugs that are responsible for most of the 87,000 Americans who've died of overdoses in the space of a year. These drugs, like fentanyl and meth, can be produced in much bigger quantities, generate enormous profits, and are easier to hide.
Los criminales construyen estas áreas de trabajo en lugares lo más inaccesible para que la autoridad no los descubra.
I can smell it from here. It's very strong.
Sí. Bueno, vemos acá, esta es un área de concentración. Aquí tienen los productos químicos. Vienen, trabajan 2-3 horas, producen 50, 20, 50 kilos, 100 kilos de metanfetamina, terminan y se van y se llevan la producción. Este laboratorio ya no va a ser reubicado a otro lado. Lo que hay aquí se va a destruir ahora mismo.
In the first 6 months of Sheinbaum's presidency, thousands of suspected cartel members have been arrested, and more than 140 tons of drugs have been seized. But the reality is, more than 1,200 people have also been killed in Sinaloa in the past year. Hundreds more have disappeared. An uncomfortable fact for the Mexican military. In downtown Culiacan, the capital of Sinaloa, the military's narrative that they are fully in control begins to unravel. The rates of violence are still extremely high here. Since September, when this war between two factions of the Sinaloa cartel exploded, people have been dying on a daily basis. Very stark reminders here of people who are missing, who have been disappeared as part of this cartel war between the two factions that's playing out right now. All very recent cases. This was last week, 23-year-old went missing.
Those you cannot say if they are real.
What do you mean?
Those flyers are old.
No, this is it's post the date here. 22nd of March they went missing, right?
Sí, pero, o sea, esto es una copia. It's a copy. Who put this? We don't know.
As we're talking, a soldier blocks our camera. You mean it's not verified? Yeah. Presumably people aren't just putting up posters for the fun of it. They're putting them up because they're missing family members, right?
They don't know.
What's up? You don't want us filming it? The military steer us off and invite us to film something else. But we call the number on the poster of the missing woman. Her name is Vivian Esporo. Her family tell us she disappeared 17 days ago. We promised to follow up on her story. But who are the men running this criminal network, wreaking havoc on people living here? We part ways with the military. So we've just entered an area of the city that is still very dangerous. After weeks of trying our contact here on the ground, just managed to secure a meeting with a member of the cartel who's involved apparently in the production of drugs. And so we're meeting him now in somewhere around here in an undisclosed location. ¿Cómo estás? This man is talking to us on the condition we hide his identity and location. Can I pull up a chair? He says he produces fentanyl for the Sinaloa cartel. How safe or dangerous is this area to be in?
En estos momentos todas las áreas son peligrosas.
The Mexican military are making a big effort to crack down on the drug production here. How are you responding to that, and how does that impact your work?
Están haciendo un buen trabajo, pero pues como ellos vienen más, pues uno tiene que buscar la forma de seguir trabajando. Claro, en baja escala, ¿entiendes? Pero no igual como antes, pero se sigue haciendo.
I mean, according to the Trump administration, you are a terrorist. I mean, the cartels have been labeled a foreign terrorist organization. What do you make of that?
Está fea la situación, ¿verdad? Está fea la situación, pero pues todos tenemos que comer.
What's your message to Donald Trump, if he's watching this?
De respeto, él tiene que según él, buscar lo mejor para los suyos. Pero el detalle es que ya están los consumidores, pues. Si no hubiera consumidores, pues uno le parara.
There is a lot of violence playing out on these streets here at the moment every day, right? I mean, people are dying on a daily basis. Children are afraid to go to school. Do you have any sense of remorse over your role and your involvement in this group?
Claro que sí. Claro que sí. Creo que sí. Pues está triste la cosa, pero pues está triste la cosa, pero está temblando mucho esta madre.
His phone is pinging. Someone is nearby. He tells us we need to leave for our own safety. It's because of the actions of cartel members like these that civilians too are caught up in this violence. Vivian Esporo, the missing woman from the poster, was one of them. Her body has just been found. I'm so sorry for your loss, I really am. Are you able to tell me a little bit about your sister?
Fue una niña feliz, tuvo todo lo que siempre quiso, fue muy amada. Le gustan mucho los gatos, Harry Styles, Lady Gaga. Íbamos a ir a su concierto juntas, ahora ya no.
I mean, there has been, there's massive escalation in violence here over the last few months with this conflict taking place. Do you feel like your sister's death is related to that?
Sí, creo que no creo que ella no se metió con ninguna persona peligrosa, pero la violencia que está azotando aquí en Culiacán dio pie a que esto pasara porque pues antes había códigos y se respetaban a las mujeres y a los niños.
I mean, the authorities are saying that they're going after the bad guys, they're making a lot of arrests, they're going after the drugs, they're going after the weapons. Do you feel like they're not doing enough?
No están haciendo nada. Culiacán se ha vuelto un lugar del que es imposible vivir.
Thank you for talking with us. You're being so strong. She'd be so proud of you.
Muchas gracias, en serio.
Thank you.
Gracias a ustedes por
Muchas gracias.
darle visibilidad a mi hermana.
For Vivian's family, the authorities' efforts amount to nothing more than anguish. Isobel Yeung, CNN, Sinaloa, Mexico.